Cubecraft is panicking right now. Okay, they are stressed out, they're dying. Okay, so let me give you a quick rundown. If you don't know what's going on, I'll give you a very fast rundown. So this all started when Cubecraft announced they're gonna make a 1.920 update. Ooh, so crazy. And everyone was like, I heard a few mixed signals, but people pretty much weren't really talking about it, to be honest. I mean, I don't know about you, but I wasn't really hearing about it. Then they release a beta that you can only access if you do this like very specific, like, oh, if you go here and then like do this, you can access the beta. And people gave that mixed signals, but they couldn't really judge it fully because the server was pretty much dead because no one knew how to access the beta. And after they did that with the beta, they eventually just launched it. They just went all out and launched it on like public servers, which was a really bad idea. So immediately they start getting like lag reports. People are saying that the servers aren't working at all, they can't play the game, especially for NA. So in my first video I said that it wasn't that bad, like I could tell that there's lag and stuff, but I noticed it's not that bad, it's just here and there every few games, yeah, whatever, it's a beta, whatever. Apparently that was only for EU, and NA were suffering. NA basically had like way more bugs than EU, and they were just dying inside while I was like over there complaining. Well, not complaining, the exact opposite. I was just over there saying, oh, it's not that bad. Yeah, it wasn't that bad for the EU players. The NA players were suffering. So yeah, so just to show you how bad this is, they made a poll on their Discord server asking their lovely community how much people loved the update or hated it. As you can see, it's not the best. It's really, yeah, it's kind of but whatever, they can maybe fix it, it's fine. Just they're panicking, but whatever, it's fine, right? Well, I'm in a Discord server filled with Cubecraft YouTubers, and I'm gonna show you some messages. I'm not gonna show you too much because A, I didn't ask their permission to take these screenshots, that's why it's blacked out. But just know, in some of these screenshots, there are huge content creators talking, like actual massive. I'm not gonna show you their names because, again, I didn't ask for permission, but whatever. I was too lazy to ask for permission, so I'm just gonna redact it. But these are all YouTubers in these screenshots talking about how they're just gonna move, how they hate the update, and how they're actually considering to move to Hive. And it's like crazy because these are like Cubecraft's biggest YouTubers in the server, and they're all kind of saying that they are all gonna move. And there was one dude who said he wasn't. Like it's crazy. Also, another thing, if you just write the word Cubecraft in the search result, the first thing you see is my video saying why people hate the update. Like, bro, they are not doing good right now. Okay, they are suffering, they are dying, they're about to flip their actual like HQ upside down. Like Cubecraft, like, people know it's doing bad, but they don't know how bad. Okay, like, it is crazy bad they're doing. Okay, they are bleeding money right now. It is insane. So, like, they're in this position that, in one hand, they spent all this money, because people are forgetting, they spent a huge amount of cash on the update and building, and a amount of time too, like all the time they spent on the update. So on one hand they did that, but on the other hand everyone hates it. So Cubecraft's in a position where they have to decide whether they just want to bite the bullet and be like, oh, well, I guess or just going back and not, like, all that time and money goes to the bin. Or they could just bite the bullet and say, no, we're gonna carry on, like, with the update, we're gonna go with it, whatever happens happens. I am getting bullied right now, it is sad, that was sad, but yeah, they have to decide one or the other. They can't have both. Some people said that they could divide it. They could make two game modes, so one would be the 1.20 and the other would be like the regular old one. But the problem with that will divide the whole like community, and that means like Egg Wars will have like all the game modes will just have less players because half of them will go on one and the other half will go on two. So it will just completely divide everyone, and all game modes would have less player base. And if you don't know this, Cubecraft really prioritizes speed. Cubecraft prioritizes queuing speed over everything. So that's why if you are an EU player and you're searching for like a game to to play, Cubecraft finds an NA lobby before an EU lobby, it will put you in NA. Even though you're gonna lag and have a worse experience, they rather you lag and have a worse experience than you having to wait long, which is actually pretty smart, because a lot of people, like, if you're playing Hive or something, you might get bored waiting and just say, okay, well, hell, I'll just do something else, right? So they prioritize queuing speeds over everything. So having this solution of, oh, let's divide in two, kind of goes against their queuing speed, like, strategy, And if you go on Hive, which is the second biggest server, and very close numbers to Q, but still not as big, you can see that queuing speeds has a huge difference, because their NA and EU are completely separate. So depending on the time, your queuing speeds can be completely, vastly different. And that's just because of how EU and NA works on Hive, and Cubecraft is completely different. Cubecraft prioritizes speed over everything, and Hive is not like that. Hive prioritizes connection, so you don't lag, which I mean, you can make an argument for both. But yeah, so that's kind of the problem of splitting the update into, like, the game modes into two, one 1.20 and the other is before 1.20. You can kind of see the problem in that, oh boy. So they're clearly panicking, they're bleeding money. Everyone's saying that they're going to leave to Hive, which is their main competitor, which is extremely dangerous for them. They're having a PR nightmare right now. They're dying inside. They're losing players. People are claiming they can't even play the game. That's how much lag and bugs there are. Personally, what I think Cubecraft should do is I think they should just go back for now, temporarily, and then make it a beta. So make it a beta test, so a server you can join beta temporarily until they can fix out all the bugs, and from there maybe try its second release with better KB, because people were complaining about the KB and stuff, and just a second release where it would be a lot better and a lot more ideal of what players actually want. And I think that would be the best decision, because then they can iron out all the bugs and still have their community be happy. With still the players who like the update can still play it because it's in a beta test mode. So yeah, no, that's what I think. They are dying right now. They're bleeding money. Boy, they're having a hard time. But yeah, that's pretty much it.